angry voices banging at your door. What do? You call law enforcement, right? But what if those voices are law enforcement? 8 deputies in DeKalb County, that's the Atlanta area, are now under fire after they raided this home back in July. And the 2 brothers inside the home recorded what went down. And here's some of the video they've now posted on YouTube.
It's about 1:30 in the morning. They're still banging on the door. I told them over and over again they're at the wrong address. They keep yelling out 4663, and that is the wrong address. They are not at the right place. You're not at the right place. Please stop. There are about 4 or 5 officers outside and a bunch of cars. They're shining bright lights in my home. We're very scared, and we've called the police. We've called 911. No one is telling us what they're here for and what the reason of this is. We're very scared. We just want to have everything documented.
You hear that? Calling the police on the police. This family says they did allow the officers inside, fearing they would ultimately break down the door. Here's what happened next.
I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything.
Mommy.
I'm a Christian woman. I haven't done anything.
What are you doing? What are you doing? We're not doing anything. Please stop. Please stop. We're not doing anything. We're not doing anything. Stop. What are you doing?
Wow. So we have 2. So you saw part of the transcript, part of the exchange there. Sonny Hostin, let me bring you in. Darren Kavinoky, let me bring both of you in here. Attorneys, wow. Darren, beginning with you, watching sort of the before and the during, can you just tell, just by watching that, did the deputies do anything illegal?
Well, it certainly seems that way if, in fact, they were at the wrong home, as it appears that they were. The way that they behaved is absolutely disgusting. And when it comes to law enforcement agents, we need to hold them to a higher standard. We expect them to have cooler heads. We expect them to behave appropriately in the face of all kinds of craziness. And when you see this tape and you see that it's actually these law enforcement officers that are fueling the craziness, it's disgusting, and the county better be prepared to write a big check. As far as I'm concerned, they need to pay for this one.
Let me talk about the county before, Sonny, I come to you next. We know that CNN has reached out to the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office. We haven't gotten a response, but here is what a chief deputy told our Atlanta affiliate WSB.
Our deputies were at the residence legitimately on a valid arrest warrant. I suspect that there will be some disciplinary action.
Sonny, what do you make of all of this?
Wow. You know, I think what we saw on the videotape is probably every homeowner's, worst nightmare. Someone coming into your home, not explaining why they were there, not having a warrant, or at least showing a warrant, because as I think Darren will tell you, your home is your castle. It's your sanctuary. So you cannot go into someone's home, even to effectuate an arrest, without an arrest warrant, without a warrant to search the home. And so I suspect that Darren's completely right. We're going to see some big checks. We're going to see some disciplinary action. But what we're not showing is these officers go on to really try to humiliate these 2 young men, one of which keeps on saying, I'm a college graduate. I'm just trying, it's my right to ask you these questions. And so I think there's a lot more at play than even what we're seeing going on here, Brooke.
What are your rights as the person on the inside of this home when you have law enforcement banging down the door in this manner, Darren? What can you or can you not do legally?
Well, look, your home really is your castle. It really is your sanctuary. So certainly there's what you're legally entitled to do, which is to, generally speaking, to keep law enforcement out unless there is a valid search warrant, some legal authorization for them to enter into your home. There are certain warrants that do allow the police to enter into your home forcibly, but unless that's produced, then you have the right to keep your castle safe. But all of that said, there's the legal and then there's the practical, and that's the thing that's so offensive here. Is here these homeowners are doing the right thing by trying to engage in a meaningful dialogue with law enforcement. They called 911 to see who it was that was there and to actually send the police to talk to the sheriff to let them know they were at the wrong home.
Right.
And instead, these sheriff's officers were threatening to tase, were doing things that were insulting, were using language that would cause us to hit the bleeper button over and over and over again. This one was so out of bounds. And this is why people are scared of government. I think about our last conversation about the NSA. This is exactly why people are distrustful, because of these kinds of abuses of power. It is disgusting.
And can you imagine if it hadn't been videotaped? I mean, thank goodness we're
Right.
sort of in the era now when you can use your phone or you can use whatever you have and actually have proof of this
Right.
kind of encounter. I suspect these kinds of encounters have been happening for years, yet we don't,
Now we have the
citizens
video
didn't have proof.
Now we have the video proof. This is stunning, and this story is not going anywhere. I'd love to talk to the people who took the video, and I'd love to hear more from the deputies as well, Sonny Hossett and Darren Kavinoky. Thank you very
Thanks,
much.
Brooke.
You bet.
Fires burning thousands of acres in California, forcing dozens to evacuate. We will hear from one person forced out next.
I'm only in my 60s. I've got a nice long life ahead, big plans. So when I found out Medicare doesn't pay all my medical expenses, I looked at my options. Then I got a Medicare supplement insurance plan.
If you're eligible for Medicare, you may know it only covers about 80% of your Part B medical expenses. The rest is up to you. Call now and find out about an AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plan insured by United Healthcare Insurance Company. Like all standardized Medicare supplement plans, it helps pick up some of what Medicare doesn't pay and could save you thousands in out-of-pocket costs.
To me, relationships matter.